Welcome back into another episode of NA Now, episode number 22, believe that or not. Joined here with Phil Fox, head coach of the New Mexico Ice Wolves. Coach, busy offseason so far?
Always. It's always a busy off season. Obviously you're getting camps going and trying to get the right group of guys to come in and create that depth chart. So yeah, it's been busy.
Let's dive into last season. You guys finished 10th with the 10th most points in the entire NAHL. Unfortunately, wasn't enough to be in the playoffs. You guys missed it by only 1 point. But how do you kind of break down last year with the Ice Wolves?
Well, for me, I try to break it down positive, right? Because I'm probably my biggest critic. And at one point not making playoffs is, it's disappointing, especially finishing where you finished in the league and being in the position that we were in, going into 3 weeks left, right?
Right.
And that's on me. But now giving it a couple months away and, you look at it, we had a pretty successful season. Obviously, I think anytime you can finish top 10 in the entire league, that's a good thing. The amount of commitments we had is great. Division I, Division III, all of our guys were able to go on and play hockey at the next level. And, ultimately that's what it's all about. So.
You've been with New Mexico since day one. You've committed a ton of players, like you just said. Reach Roberts Cup semifinals. Were named Organization of the Year a few years back. How proud are you of this organization, what you guys are building, what you're becoming?
Extremely proud, because it's taken a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Right.
I mean, like I said, we've been around. It's going to go our 5th year. I've been down in Albuquerque for 7, right? So it was a time, a long time coming, kind of get it ready. And now that we have it, and we try to improve it every single year, as much as you can, as far as an organization standpoint. And for me as a coach, and I want to improve every single year and give these guys, the best chance of winning.
Let's talk about the South, which just continues to grow as we'll add Colorado into the mix. We kind of pointed out earlier as 5 of the top 10 teams in terms of points, or you guys were. But let's kind of look at the South a little bit more and how it's going to be more of a grinder this year. Obviously, it's called the Dirty South for a reason.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a grind. I mean, I've heard other coaches kind of say it. You can't take a night off in the South, and I personally probably believe that's in every division, but
Right.
it's especially true in ours. And I think last year was maybe a little bit of a result of that, us not making playoffs. And, adding Colorado, with, the staff they have, they're going to do a great job. They're only going to produce and build some pretty amazing teams themselves. So you got 9 really good teams in the South Division that you're competing against on a regular basis. It's tough. It's one of those things that these kids got to experience. I love the fact that they experience, and for us as coaches and a staff, it's great to experience,
Right.
the parity that's down here, because, you want to win, you better be good.
Yeah, 100%. Let's talk about the travel a little bit. Obviously, the veteran guys understand that the travel is a huge thing in this league, and maybe kind of point out what it's like for some of these rookies. I know my first time when I was in the USHL, like getting on a bus first time was kind of eye opening to me, and then traveling 12 hours to go somewhere and play and stuff like that. But just talk about kind of how it is in the South. Obviously, you got to go all the way to Louisiana. Now you got to go up to Colorado. But just kind of what do you guys do on the bus?
Uh Come together. I mean, the travel's hard, right?
Mhm.
Especially in this division, we have trips that are 14 hours, 12 hours. But ultimately it's a time for the guys to come together.
Right.
That COVID year, right? I use that as an example. We played
Hmm.
44 games on the road, right?
Yep.
So we were always on the bus,
Right.
right? That following year, we had most of those guys back, and we were so grouped together and just with each other. And and part of it's probably all the time we spent on the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being there for each other. And that's one of the biggest things. But these guys will play cards, they'll play video games, they'll watch TV. I mean, we got a brand new bus last year.
Yeah.
So it's got all the bells and whistles. I mean, everything these guys needs at their disposal. So it's tough. I try to sleep, having 2
Right.
kids, you don't get much of that.
Yep.
So as soon as I hit that bus, I'm trying to catch up on my Z's.
You probably heard the same one-liners from a bunch of movies that you guys watched on repeat all year long, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're
Absolutely. And
speaking of this team. What's that?
it's always the same movies too, right?
Right, exactly. Speaking of the team, obviously you're gonna have some returners coming back this year, and who do you expect to be a huge impact this season and maybe wear a letter?
Jack Dalton. Jack Dalton's actually one of the only guys coming back from the Robbie Cup year. So he's a 3-year guy for us.
Mhm.
He had that taste. He's definitely a guy who's going to be, looked at as a leader for sure by his teammates, but also us as a staff. So I would say he's probably one of those guys. And then we got a good handful of guys coming back: Graham Harris, R.J. Johnson. On the back end, we got Daltz, we got Sven Daltz. I mean, we got a lot of good teammates, good guys who can lead. It's just up to them whether they want to lead or not.
Right, definitely. Obviously, New Mexico not really looked at as kind of a hockey market overall for a lot of people, but you guys continue to just draw absolute crowds out there at the Outpost. Just talk about how awesome it is with that fan support and the support in the community and just the environment at a game.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable, to be honest with you. And actually, I just played in a men's league tournament down here last weekend,
Right
and
on.
the amount of people that come up to you and are like, "Hey, I'm so excited for the year," and I don't know any of them, right?
Hmm.
Like it was amazing, and every year it's gotten better and better. The fan support, these guys within the community. Now you wear a logo somewhere, and people
Yep.
aren't asking you, what is that? They know, oh, you're in
Right.
ice, right? Like they
Yeah.
they they recognize the logo, they've seen it, so I think the community's really embraced having hockey back here, junior hockey, at this level, and they're really enjoying it. And I know our guys, myself, everybody in this organization is enjoying the fact that the community is so involved. So it's been a lot of fun.
The only thing you didn't bring up was your stat line, so I don't know if you're brushing over that on purpose or on accident from your beer league game or your men's league game.
Oh, wow. Stat line doesn't matter. We won the championship.
There we go. All right. All right.
And I'll just say they had me playing D. So if anyone knows me, I'm not the best backward skater. I was a forward my whole life. But we won. That's all that
Right
matters.
on. Love to hear it. Phil Showcase right around the corner in the next few weeks. Just what are your thoughts on that spectacle, that 4-day event coming up?
Excited. I love it. I love going up there. I think it's unbelievable what the league puts on, and the amount of people that come. And that's what it's all
Mhm.
about: is getting these guys exposed, letting these scouts see them, play at a high level. It's always fun playing against other teams in other divisions.
Right.
This year with the USA matchup, our guys are
Yeah.
jacked up for it. They're excited, and as we are too. It's fun. I just like being around all the other coaches, and like
Hmm.
an opportunity for you guys all to get together at the beginning of the year. And I don't know. I really look forward to it. I think it's a great event. The North American League has gotten they do such a great job. It's gotten better and better every single year. So
Hmm.
we're looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it as well. We'll look forward to seeing you out there, and good luck this upcoming season. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mr. Hofstra. You have a great year.
Right back at you.
All right, talk to you.